So wherever you are, if you want to take a comfortable seat, I like to take a comfortable seat on a block. So I'm going to do just that. But wherever you are, we'll just start nice and steady, arriving softly in our space. Maybe we take one big breath in through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. Just beginning just to find a place of stillness. Maybe becoming aware of the sitting bones grounding down into the earth. Becoming aware of maybe the hands resting on the legs. Maybe imagining that you've got a piece of string or thread rising all the way through, up the spine and all the way through the crown of the head, and just gently lifting you up towards the ceiling, getting that nice tall spine. Good. From there, we're just going to bring the awareness onto the breath. Just taking a few slow, steady breaths. Just noticing where you're breathing from. Is your breath coming in and out through the nostrils, or are you breathing through the mouth? If you're breathing through the mouth, see if it's comfortable for you just to close the mouth and bring the breath through the nose. From there, we're going to think about breathing nice and deep into the belly. So with every inhalation, the belly rises 360 degrees all the way up into the chest. Exhale, chest falls, navel draws in. Inhale, belly rises 360 degrees all the way into that chest. Exhale, chest falls, navel draws in. Good, one more just like that. Inhale, belly rises 360 degrees, chest rises. Exhale, chest falls, navel draws in. So it's our slow, steady breath that's going to be that thread that comes through our practice with us. From there, we're going to start with our tabletop pose. So if you're on a block, just take away the block and come down onto all fours. So shoulders, wrists and shoulders in line, hips and knees in line. So what's really common here is just to let everything fall down towards the mat. So see if you can press the ground away with the hands, space between the shoulders and the ears. And then from there, you can imagine that you've got a block on the back of your head and you're just gently pressing that block a little bit higher. Good. From there, we're going to move through some cat-cow. So starting with our cow, we're going to drop the pelvis, open up the chest to lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, round that spine, tuck that tailbone. Drop the pelvis, open up that chest, lift the chin, cow pose, sorry. Exhale, tuck the chin, round that spine, cat pose. A few more times in your own pace, allow that breath to guide you. And then movement here can be really slow as we move through the whole length of that slow, steady breath. Keeping it going, cat pose as you exhale, cow pose as you inhale. Good, last couple of rounds. Good, when you're ready, come back to neutral. From there, we're just going to send the sitting bones back towards the heels and we're going to walk the hands forwards as we come into our child's pose. Relaxing the head and neck, maybe it comes down onto the mat. And just taking a moment there just to feel that breath and feel that body awareness here. We're really trying to reach through the fingertips, sending that tailbone back as we get that nice extension of the spine here. Last couple of rounds. Good, when you're ready, allow that breath to guide you all the way down onto the belly. Good. Hands can come out wide. So just roughly bringing the hands in line with the shoulders, but as wide as where the elbows would be. And from there, we're going to come up onto the fingertips so we don't put too much weight down through the hands. We want to be really light on the fingertips. We want to press through the backs of the feet, lifting up the knees ever so slightly. So we've got a little bit of engagement in the back of the body. And then from there, with every exhale, we're going to rise up into the pose. Release it down. Good. Carrying on with your own breath. Maybe it feels more natural to rise up on the inhale. Whatever's working best for you, just allowing that breath and that movement to come together, to guide each other. Really light on the fingertips, few more rounds. Inhale, lifting up, extended cobra. Releasing down with the breath. Lifting with the breath. Releasing with the breath. Last couple. Maybe on your last one, maybe you rise up and then hover the fingers. Good. Release the hands alongside the body. Inhale, lift up through your cobra, shoulders back and down, elbows squeezing in. Exhale to your first downward facing dog. So just turn the toes, lift the hips, send them up and back. First downward facing dog. Press the hands down and forwards. Press the balls of the feet down and back. So you've got those two planes of motion there. So you're working on that full extension all the way from your fingertips up to your sitting bones, and then all the way from the balls of the feet up to the sitting bones. It's a nice tall spine there. Relax the head and neck and bring that awareness onto that breath. Keeping it going. Allowing that breath to be that thread that comes through our practice with us. Take any movements that you want. If you want to bend one leg and then the other as we just warm ourselves up into our down dog. That's absolutely fine. Keep pressing through those hands and the feet. Good. When you're ready, look forwards and just slowly start walking the feet to the front of the mat, taking as many steps as you need. At the front of the mat, just allow yourself to fold forwards, bending the knees, relaxing the head and neck. Maybe you grab onto the elbows and take a ragdoll pose, and maybe you gently rock from side to side. Good. Keep pressing those feet down into the mat to lift those sitting bones a little bit higher to the sky. Doesn't matter if the legs stay a little bit bent here. If we're grounding down and lifting up, we're working on our mobility because we've got some strength coming in with our flexibility, which is really nice way to bring some balance. Good. When you're ready, release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Good. Exhale, hands to hips. And from there, just soften the knees and rise all the way up to standing. Good. Hopefully feeling a little bit warmer now. We're going to move into our flow. We're going to do this through the first time, a little bit slowly. And then after that, we'll come through it once more, maybe twice more, depending on time. You can always pause it. You've got that luxury at home. If you want to do it through another time, pause it, rewind back, come through it again, or follow it through on your own. So from there, we're just going to take a moment in our Tadasana, our mountain pose, just grounding down through the feet, palms face forwards. Feeling that navel scoop in and up as you exhale, shoulders away from the ears, and that imaginary thread is gently tugging you towards the sky, so you've got that nice tall spine. Good. From there, inhale, reach up, rise tall. Exhale, bend the knees to hinge at the hips as you fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale, hands come down, left leg's going to lift up and back. Fingertips stay down. If you need to bend that front leg slightly, you can, or you can reach for a block. Breathing there, trying to work on that extension all the way from the toes out through that crown of the head. So we've got a nice flat back here as we're reaching forwards and back. Last breath. Exhale, release those left toes down to the mat. Nice Wide stance for your pyramid. You can be on the ball of that back foot, or you can spin that heel down. From there, we're going to lift the chest up halfway. We're going to ground down through the feet, and we're going to think about lengthening back through the sitting bones as we reach the crown of the head forwards. Hands can come to heart center. Good. Left hip moves forward, right hip moves back. Hands can stay there, or you can release them on the leg, a block, or maybe you fold down towards the ground. Breathing there in your pyramid pose. Good. Even wherever you are in your pyramid pose, whether you're upright or folded, trying to find that length. So squaring the hips, left hip forward, right hip back. And then finding that length in that spine. Good. Last breath. Good. When you're ready, bend that front knee. Drop that left foot down. You can even step it back a little bit if you come into quite a short stance. And then from there, we're going to inhale, lift all the way up to our low lunge on our right leg. Breathing there. In our lunge, we want to ground down through the feet. So we're really pressing down. We want to zip up that core. We want to reach up through the fingertips. Good, really nice. And then from there, as you exhale, we're going to step that left hand down, right arm reaches up. So moving through an easy twist, but we're not going to stay there. We're going to pick up that right leg and step it all the way back towards a supported side plank. You can spin that left heel away from you. Breathing there in your supported side plank, really press down through that left hand as if you're pressing the ground away and up through those right fingertips. And from there, you've got the option to step that left leg to meet the right and take a full side plank, Vashisthasana. Breathing there. Imagine that you've got a weight on that top hip and it's gently pressing down and you're lifting up from that bottom hip to resist it. Last breath. Good. Step that left leg back to your supported side plank if you took a full one. And then from there, drop the right hand down and lift that right leg. Tabletop pose. And then from there, we're going to walk that left hand forward. Fingertips can stay down on the mat, or maybe they reach up alongside the ear. Good. Last couple of breaths. Reaching through those fingers, through the toes. When you're ready, release it down. Just going to silence that. And then from there, we're going to go knees, chest and chin as we roll down to the mat. Good. From there, shoulders back and down, hands press into the mat to lift that chest through cobra. Backs of the feet stay active. Breathing there, hugging those elbows, space between the ears. Exhale to your child's pose or your downward facing dog. We're going to do a few big breaths here. So take the one that you need. Child's pose or down dog. Wherever you are, just connect with that body, your body, and connect with your breath. Good. Pressing through those hands and the feet, getting as much length in that back as you can. Sitting bones up and back. Good, last breath. Right leg's going to lift, three-legged dog. Right leg's going to step forwards in between the hands. You can drop the knees, pick up that foot and place it there. And then from there, we're going to come all the way up. High lunge. Good. You can take a bend in that back leg. Zip up that core. And then from there, if it's comfortable, you can straighten that back leg, really pressing back through that thigh. Good. Last breath there. As you exhale, bring the hands through to prayer. Left elbow is going to take to the right knee. If it doesn't quite reach, don't worry. You can still find that extension in space. Good. Elbow, if it's on the knee, press them into each other to really lift that heart center. Draw the navel away from that leg, lifting that heart center to the right. Good. 2 more breaths. Good. From there, just upright the chest slightly. Squaring it to the front of the mat. Spin that left heel down so the toes are 90 degrees. lift up, arms extend out. Good, gaze can come to the front fingertip. Nice wide stance in our warrior two, so if you need to adjust the legs, that's fine. Bend in that front leg. Keep that inner arch active so the knee doesn't collapse inwards. Arms are extending. Breathing there, last breath. Turn that front palm. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Good, nice stretch back. And then from there, just release it out of the pose. Left hand comes onto the hip. Right hand's gonna reach forwards. See if you can reach it all the way forwards and down. You might need to step that back leg in. And then when it reaches down at the front of the mat, maybe you reach for a block. Think about lifting up that left leg. Think about lifting that left hip so the hips stay stacked. Press through that heel of the foot, of the left foot, sorry. Good, toes are facing to the left, so not facing down, they're facing to the left. And then from there, if it's comfortable, you can extend that left arm up to the ceiling. So from here, we're really trying to press that left leg away. Reach the crown of the head forwards and reach through both hands. Good, so a lot of extension going on here. Really trying to breathe into the fullness of our body. Good, last breath. Release that leg down, take a forward fold. Good. Good, ground down through those feet, lift those sitting bones. Take an inhale. Exhale, soften the knees. And inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands come through heart center. We'll do the same thing on the left leg. Inhale, reach up, rise tall. Exhale, fold it forwards, bend the knees to hinge at those hips. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, hands come down, roughly stacked underneath the eyes. From there, we're going to ground down through that left leg and send that right leg back in space. Good, breathing there, trying to get that nice tall spine all the way from the crown of the head through that back leg. Last couple of breaths. Really connecting with that inhale and exhale. Are you still breathing through the nose? Are you still breathing deep into that belly? Thinking about that 360 breath. When you're ready, bend that front left leg, drop that right toes down. Toes can either stay down or you can spin the heel down. From there, just lift up halfway towards your pyramid pose. Left hip draws back, right hip draws forwards. Hands can come to hips. Try and find that nice tall spine so you're lengthening back through the sitting bones, reaching forwards through the crown of the head. Good, almost feeling like you've still got that natural curve of your spine here. It's really common to tuck that tailbone. So if that's you with your tailbone tucked, just think about releasing it to keep that natural spine. Good, either stay there, drop the hands, or release them all the way down to the mat. So you can use the leg for support or the mat. Relax the head and neck, breathing in your pyramid. Once again here, keeping those legs nice and active for stability, so pressing the feet down and just trying to feel that extension through the crown of the head. Good, when you're ready, lift up slightly, bend through that left leg. You can step that right leg back and the knee down. As you inhale to your low lunge on that left leg, press down with the feet, zip up that core, reach through those fingertips. Good, breathing there, really reaching up as you ground down and sink down slightly into the hips. Good, but keeping that navel zipped up. Last breath. Exhale, release that right hand down, keep the left hand up towards the ceiling, moving briefly through your easy twist, but then picking up that left leg and stepping it all the way to the back of the mat. You can adjust that right leg if you need to. I like to send it behind me, but whatever feels best for you and your stability. Good. Ground down through that right arm, reach up through that left arm. Press the ground away from that right shoulder blade. So see if you can connect with that right shoulder blade or scapula and press the ground away from there. You've got the option to stay here in the supported side plank. Please take that if that's what you need. Or if you're feeling it today, you can stack the legs coming into your full side plank. Imagine that you've got a big weight on that top hip and it's sinking you down and you're resisting from that bottom hip. Good. Breathing there. Keeping that chest lifted slightly as you really press from that shoulder blade. When you're ready, release that right leg down first if you've got it lifted. Release the left hand down. Lift that left leg, squaring those hips. Navel towards the spine. Ground through that left hand. Walk the right fingertips forwards. And then maybe all the way up alongside the ear. Good. Really nice. Breathing there. Good. When you're ready, release it down. Knees, chest and chin down to the mat. Roll all the way down onto the belly. Press the hands, roll the shoulders back and down. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Pick the one that you need in your practice. Wherever you are though, if you're in your child's pose, walk those fingertips forwards and really try and feel that your body is getting as long as it can. As you feel that breath coming in and out through the nostrils, filling up those lungs with air. And same thing if you're in down dog, but just press the fingertips down and forwards and press the balls of the feet down and back. Doesn't matter if the heels come down or not. And sometimes we can actually interfere with our ankle mobility by trying to pull those heels down to the mat. So just let that happen naturally. I don't even know how many years in the making and it still hasn't happened to me, so don't worry about it. Just keep breathing with that breath. Good. When you're ready, inhale, left leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left leg forwards in between the hands. Remember, you can drop the knees, pick up that foot and place it there. From there, we're going to inhale all the way up to a high lunge on that left leg. We're going to bend that back right leg, sorry. We're going to zip up that core, and then from there, we're going to press that leg back, keeping that core zipped up. Right leg back, sorry. Breathing there. Good, reaching up through those fingers as you inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Right elbow, left knee. Remember, if it doesn't quite happen, just float in space wherever you are is perfect. Elbow to knee, if you can reach it. Press them in towards each other. Draw that navel up, away from that leg, and spin that chest open. So we don't want to collapse down here. We want a lot of lift. Really nice. Good. From there, we're going to lift up that chest. We're going to spin that right heel down. We're going to open up the hips. We're going to extend the arms out, checking that that front knee is not collapsing in and that we're pressing through the outer edge of that back right left leg. Sorry, breathing there. Good. When you're ready, turn that front palm, reverse that warrior. And then from there, just start reaching that left hand forwards, right hand on the hip. See if you can reach it all the way forwards, down towards the ground. And then from there, picking up that back right leg, pressing through the heel, turning the toes towards the right. And then from there, if it's comfortable, you can open up, reaching that top arm, the right arm up towards the sky as well. Really trying to press that right leg back, left leg down, crown of the head forwards, fingertips extending. Good. Last couple of breaths. When you're ready, exhale, release it down. Good, take a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Good, from there, root down, rise all the way up as you inhale. Exhale, hands come through, heart center, good. I'm going to run through that one last time on each leg. One breath, one movement this time though, so we're going to really build the heat, hopefully. You remember the poses and where we're going. From there, inhale, reach up, rise tall. Exhale, fold it forwards. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down underneath the eyes. Left leg's going to step up and back. Take a breath. Exhale, left leg comes down. Shift yourself back to your pyramid pose. So you can use the leg for support or the hands can be on the floor. Good. One last breath. When you're ready, step that left knee down. Inhale to low lunge on that right leg. Exhale, left hand is going to come down. Right arm reaches up, moving through that easy twist. And then from there, stepping that right leg back. Side plank, supported side plank or full side plank. Take a breath. Good. Left knee comes down, right hand comes down, right leg lifts, left hand walks forwards. Tabletop variation, breathe. Good, release it down. Knees, chest and chin down to the mat. Sliding onto that belly, inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. 2 big breaths. Good. On your next inhale, lift that right leg up towards the ceiling, 3-legged dog. And then step that right leg forwards in between the hands. Inhale, coming all the way up. High lunge. Exhale, hands through prayer. Left elbow, right knee. Inhale to your revolved high lunge. Good. Inhale, lift back up halfway. Spin the back heel down. Stack the torso over the hips. Extend the arms, warrior 2. Feel free to take a wider stance. Reverse that warrior. Good. And then from there, inhale into your half moon. So just start extending that right arm all the way forwards and down. Lifting up that left leg. And then if it's comfortable, you can lift all the way up as you extend into your half moon. Good, reaching those fingertips away from each other. Release it down, forward fold. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Root down, rise up as you inhale. Exhale, hands come through, heart center. Good, same thing, left leg. Inhale, reach up, rise tall. Exhale, fold it forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come down roughly below the eyelids. Good, stepping that right leg up towards the ceiling. Take a breath. Exhale, release the toes down and find your way to your pyramid pose. So you can be upright, you can have the hand on the leg for support, or you can be folding forwards. Take a breath wherever you are. And then when you're ready, step that right leg back a bit. Drop that right knee. Inhale to low lunge on that left leg. Good. Exhale, right hand comes down, left arm stays up, moving through that easy twist, and then picking up that left leg, stepping it all the way back. Supported side plank. Good. Or take a full side plank for a breath. Good. When you're ready, step the right leg down if you have got it lifted. Step the left arm down, lift the left leg, and then if it's comfortable, you can walk that right hand forward, lifting it all the way up to your extended tabletop. Good. Release it down. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale to your cobra, shoulders back and down, elbows squeeze it in, tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Exhale, child's pose or downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Step the left leg forwards in between the hands. And inhale to your high lunge on your left leg. Exhale, hands come through, heart center. Right elbow, left knee, lifting that chest. Good. Inhale, come back through center. Spin that right heel down. Warrior 2 on that left leg. Torso stacked over hips. Reaching through those fingertips. As you exhale, reverse that warrior. And as you inhale, reach it forwards. Left hand comes down to the floor or a block as you find that half moon. Good, breathing there. Good. Exhale, release it down, forward fold. Good, and from there, we are going to come down to our mat. So if you've got more time or you really enjoyed that and you want to go through it again, feel free to. Press pause, carry that through, and then join us for the slow down afterwards. Good, from there, we're going to place the hands on the mat. We're just going to allow ourselves to come all the way down to a seated position. Arms extend forwards, roll down to the mat. Good. Feet roughly stacked below the knees. You can tuck the shoulder blades in a little bit if that feels more comfortable for you. I always do. Press the feet down into the mat. Think about imagining that you've got a block between the legs and you're gently pressing against that. You don't want to bring the knees in towards each other. You want to press them against imaginary resistance. And then from there, inhale, lift the hips. Bridge pose. If it's comfortable, you can interlace the hands underneath you. Good, breathing there. Lots of movement today in today's class. So just seeing how you feel. Last few breaths. Keep pressing from the backs of you're lifting from the back of the body, sorry. So you really want to think about pressing down with the feet and lifting up. Good. When you're ready, release it down, rolling down nice and slowly. Arms can come out wide, or if you haven't got the space, cactus them. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Take the knees to the left as the gaze goes to the right. Maybe you close the eyes. Letting everything go, just beginning to soften. And release. Good, when you're ready, swap sides, knees draw in towards the chest, over to the right, gaze goes to the left. And then when you get there, just relaxing. Allowing everything to let go. Maybe noticing if you're holding any tension in any areas of your body. Maybe it's your jaw. Maybe it's the space between the eyebrows. Good. And when you're ready, just come back through center. Extend the legs out long on the mat. Palms coming alongside your body or a little bit wider so the palms can face the ceiling. Remember, if it's not comfortable, place the feet down on the mat and let the knees roll in together. And from there, we're just going to allow everything just to pass through us. We're going to close the eyes. We're going to take a big exhale as we just allow ourselves to sink into the mat, feeling nice and supported by the mat underneath us. And for the next couple of minutes, we're just going to allow everything to pass on through us. So that can be distractions, noises, thoughts, feelings, as easily as they came into our experience. We don't hold on to them, we just let them pass on by. As we just allow ourselves to come into this state of pure being, just allowing ourselves to be in stillness. Allowing yourself more time, if you have it, for your Shavasana. A really important part of our practice. So of course, if you've got more time, please pause the video and just stay here in this place as long as you need. Just allow your body to be your guide there. If you're at the maximum amount of time that you had for your yoga practice, amazing. Well done for making time in your day and sticking with it. We'll wiggle our fingers, wiggle our toes. We'll take a big breath in through the nose. Sigh out through the mouth. Reach the fingers up overhead, extending from the tips of the fingers to the tips of the toes. And then in any way that's available to you, just roll yourself over and up to a comfortable seated position. Practicing gratitude for yourself, for your body, for everything it's able to do for you. Bowing the head down towards the hands, blinking the eyes open. Arriving softly back in your space. Thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoyed that little midday movement practice. Let me know. Thank you.